He's being a freak. He's just staring.
Let's just jump into it.
Yeah, how many times do you want to start over?
Why did you have to bring that up right in the beginning? I started it over once because I just felt uncomfortable.
Well, at least the stain on your shirt's gone, so this is a good start over.
Dude, it wasn't a stain. It was hot water, and I spilled it on my shirt.
Yeah,
Okay.
your skin-colored shirt.
It's not skin
Is he
color.
green?
It's like olive green.
What about your shirt?
My shirt, I'm wearing just
Suicide
a
Squad?
shirt.
System of a Down. Can you fucking read?
Okay, I'll start you guys off.
Bring me the energy that you've been wanting to bring.
I haven't been wanting to bring any energy.
Bring energy to me.
I feel weird. I don't.
Say the wallahi.
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 Welcome in, babies.
To another episode of an Ayyrabs podcast. We have not missed a week in over a year.
We've been so consistent.
We haven't missed anything, and I think I'm having a really good time. I love content. I love you guys. We are. Look at you. You're excited. What about you?
It's crazy that our year episode was supposed to be posted on my birthday, but now it's not going to happen.
Wait, your year what do you mean our
What do you mean?
year
We're
episode?
still recording
Our
on the
50,
same.
How many weeks are in a year? Like 50.
52?
52.
Episode 52 was going to be on my birthday.
Did we start on your birthday?
We started after her birthday.
Okay.
So,
Why don't we just put out a bunch of episodes to get to 52?
I mean, we are going to have to pre-record a couple since we're not going to
Wait,
be
is
in
52
town.
a big episode? 50 would be the big
Yeah,
episode.
episode 50.
Because there's 52 weeks in a year.
Yeah, but episode 50 is like the milestone.
Yeah, episode
Sure.
50 is the big milestone.
Sure.
What episode are we on?
Oh, I don't even know.
An episode.
Can someone in the comments tell us what episode we're on?
Anyways, let's cut to the chase. We haven't been around for 2 months at this point. Originally, we had recorded an episode before shit hit the fan. It wasn't a good episode, so we decided to not put anything out, which worked in our favor, I guess.
Well, no, it wasn't. The episode was just about like other things, but I remember we just felt off that day, and I was like, this just doesn't, like, we all talked about it. We're like, this just doesn't feel good, so we just didn't want to put it out. And we had an episode banked, like an episode backlogged, and we're like, well, we're going to put this out, and then we all got banned, and then it was just like kind of like that thing.
Yeah. And we were just like, all right, cool. Let's just
So-
take this break then.
Cutting to the chase, we got banned on Twitch for 30 days.
If you don't know, which I'm sure all of you know.
If you're watching this, you probably saw that we got banned off Twitch for 30 days.
Why did we get banned?
Raff did this.
It's my fault, honestly.
Okay, so I
You.
found a picture. So if you don't know, we got banned because we did a panel
A panel at TwitchCon.
TwitchCon that was supposed to be who could say Habibi. We looked at Sean the Black's who could say the N-word tier list, or like if you're invited to the cookout.
Yeah.
So there's basically a bunch of creators that are POC that do like who has like the AAV pass, who can say the N-word, who's invited to the cookout. And within these tiers, they have different tier lists, and there's always one at the bottom. I guess the equivalent to Love Sabra for the cookout one would be like puts raisins in mac and cheese, or like potato
Potato salad.
salad.
Yeah, so we just snatched that idea.
Well, the thing is, like, the whole thing is like the podcast is about Arabs. We wanted to kind of like do something that's like celebrates like Arab culture, and then also like connect it to streaming. So we had this like tier list idea that we were gonna do like a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were like, oh, we'll just do it at TwitchCon. It'll be fun. It was a meme tier list. Like, obviously it was a joke.
Yeah.
Obviously it gets spun into, oh no, this is not a meme tier list. This is a very serious Arab to Jew tier list, which is really messed up because the entire purpose of this podcast is that we have Arab Jew, right? Arab Muslim, Arab Christian, right? But you're also like half Christian, but like Arab Christian. The purpose of this is that we're not the same. We have different opinions. We're not a monolith. And you could both be Arab and Jewish, and they're not mutually exclusive. So in no situation, no uncertain terms would we ever put Arab to Jew. And we were doing the joke of like, if you love Sabra hummus, you're probably not Arab. Like,
I'm cutting to the chase.
Okay.
It's just unfortunate that Sabra hummus is the standard of hummus in America. Go to your fucking local places. Or you can watch our Food Beast video where we rank.
You know which one was the second rate best hummus from the grocery store?
It was
Isn't it
Costco.
No. You guys kept thinking it was Costco. I just watched it today.
What
It was
it?
Boar's Head.
Boar's
Oh,
Head
no,
was,
Boar's Head I thought was at the top.
Dude.
Boar's Head was number 1 of store brand because
Yeah.
his mom, like your mom's, you can't
Your
buy it at
mom's
the store,
one.
obviously.
It was Boar's Head that one.
Okay, so I talked about this today, and I kind of want to bring it up real quick, and we'll
Sure.
get back into this stuff. We ranked hummuses, and Sabra ended up on the bottom.
It's actually Humai.
Okay, we ranked Humai, okay,
Good joke.
on Food Beast.
Fire joke.
And the deal was we brought my mom's in with a bunch of store brats, and I was you got to understand, like, the dudes at Food Beast, like, they're close friends of mine, so they wanted my mom's to rank low. Like they thought it would be great content if my mom's was like number 7. And I was like, it's not funny. My mom will fucking kill me. She better be number 1 or like I will not hear the end of this. It's a very Arab thing. Like if your mom makes hummus and, you know, any Arabs in the chat or any Arabs in the chat, you know, I know, Raff. Any Arabs in the comments, don't look at me like that, okay? I'm rusty. I'm rusty as well.
Maybe it wouldn't be so rusty if you
Okay. Get it out.
Get it out now.
Get it out.
stop saying you're rusty. Just move on. It's like our first episode. We had to re-record. You guys like, oh, in our first episode we said this.
Wow, she's become very zen.
Yeah, dude, I love her zen. Scream at me and then say, just go with the flow.
Yeah.
Hey, shut the fuck up. Go
So
with the
zen.
flow.
So zen. So zen.
You're so chill, dude. Anyways, so the deal is that we rank the fucking hummuses, and the entire time I'm like sweating bullets because I'm like, dude,
It's Humai.
okay, whatever. And
Said the joke twice, yes.
and we're
Said the joke twice, yes, dude.
This is a vow from me to you.
Yeah.
I'm never laughing at anything you ever say on this podcast ever again.
Good luck. That's all I gotta
I'm
say.
not gonna need it.
so we rank the hummuses, the humai.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you with your joke. So, anyways, that was Eli's joke, by the way. So the deal is we ranked them, and at the end we ended up getting we when you're ranking hummuses back to back, okay, it's an assault to the senses when one is bad.
Yeah.
And there were 2 that were like, I thought one of them was as bad or not worse than Sabra.
Mm-hmm.
It was like the number 6. And then you guys basically thought Sabra was like number 7 or like obviously. And those 2 were just awful. But like when we were ranking them, I was kind of like freaking out. I'm like, fuck, I hope my mom's. But the minute we tasted my mom's, I watched the video back. The minute we tasted my mom's, like all of us were like just eating it. You know, it was supposed to be like a taste test. You taste it. Halfway through the whole fucking, I looked at the video, the bowl's halfway finished. You put it in your lap and you're like eating it and shit. It's just like grocery store hummus. It's not even close. Like even Boar's Head I thought was really fucking good. It wasn't even close to like the real stuff. Once you taste the real stuff, you're like, oh, I could taste that it's like fresh.
TLDR, get it locally or make it yourself.
So for you guys, you all know that we were banned, and if you don't know, welcome back in. We were banned off of Twitch because of that tier list, and the reason we were banned off of that tier list is because we got clipped weirdly. We got clipped out of I guess, and that's not even out of context.
It wasn't out of
context. We just got clipped, and then they conflated that and misconstrued that into an anti-Semitic narrative that was never even there in the first place.
We basically got accused of using a dog whistle that we didn't know existed.
You're Jewish. You've done birthright. I'm asking you, did you ever know about this Sabra thing? That Sabra is like a...
No, dude.
Did they not tell you like on the trip or anything?
No.
Like that?
What are they going to say? By the way, Sabra is great hummus. It also means Jewish here in Israel.
I don't think you would even have Sabra there.
They have Sabra there.
Do they really?
Believe me, they have Sabra there.
Oh, they do?
I
Well,
think
have
so.
you did you have it there?
No.
Oh, okay.
Here's the thing, and then I was like talking to you guys about this. Like for Lebanese people, whenever you think of Sabra, it's a village in Lebanon. It's a last name, and then
It's a massacre.
it's also a massacre, the Sabra and Shatila massacre, which my dad lived through.
My family did.
But yeah, we didn't know it had any meaning other than.
Sorry, I gotta talk about that a second before.
Do you have to cut me off?
No,
We're back, baby.
We're back.
We're back.
Sorry.
We're back.
I just don't want to.
You guys missed this? We're back, buddy.
I just made that joke, and then people misconstrued it like, so it's about a massacre. That I'm like, no, it's a fucking keep going.
I told you not to tweet that, and he did.
Because it was so unserious.
Because I told you they're gonna try to do anything to make us look fucking stupid.
It's so racist.
Well,
it's so.
I hope the Instagram engagement was worth it.
It wasn't Instagram. Okay, it was just like I was like frustrated.
Honey, it wasn't your Instagram.
Oh, okay. But like, yeah, dude, it was just not. It's not funny, dude. The whole purpose of this podcast was to people don't understand. Okay, they don't understand that even in my own family. Okay, half Lebanese, half Palestinian. They worked with the IDF to kill my other side of the family. I'm on both sides. Okay. I am like Christian on both sides. Raff is Jewish who did birthright, but he's also Arab. The fact that you're saying that you can't be Jewish and Arab is racist. The purpose of this podcast is not because we're going to sit here and agree on everything. It's to have diversity in the Arab community to show that like we have different opinions on stuff. I don't know shit about Islam. Like I learned from fucking Frogan. I learned from the TV show.
He doesn't learn shit from me. I'm going to be completely honest.
Yeah, but like I learned
right now.
I'm not doing the prayer, dude. I don't want to.
I nailed it.
Yeah, no, yeah.
He thinks he does.
Yeah.
But like, it made me mad. They were like painting us with a broad brush. Like, these are Arabs. Just so you guys know, Arabs inherently are anti-Semitic. Also, the Jewish guy, he's also anti-Semitic. We're gonna ban him as well.
Here's the thing. At the end of the day, people played on the trope and stereotype that Arabs are inherently anti-Semitic. Stole my fucking point that I told you before this.
Everybody knows that.
People don't, though.
People don't know that that's a stereotype.
Yeah.
Then you fuck, man. It's annoying.
Unfortunately, we have to educate people. But yeah, it's a harmful stereotype against Arabs, and I almost said Arabs.
Which is also a slur. The fucking craziest thing is that Twitch platformed a podcast that is the name of a slur.
Cut that out.
Cut it out.
Yeah, bro. What if they change their fucking name? What are we gonna do?
What do they do? Change it? They're not gonna let us platform.
We're gonna have to be Arabs.
Who's gonna
make us change? YouTube is not gonna make us change our name. Nobody cares about Arab hate. They don't care. Do you think anyone gives a fuck about Arab hate? I could sit here and bash Islam to you all day long. Nobody will give a fuck.
No, and that's exactly what we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about how Twitch bent over at the smallest ounce of pressure from outside organizations and people that are typically Zionists and banned 5 Arab creators that have been vocal about what's happening in Palestine. And, do you want to say something before I go on my...
Yeah, they're not 5 Arabs. One of them is Persian.
One of them is Persian. One of them was an egg, dude.
Our little Persian egg.
In Twitch's defense,
We're defending them on shit I didn't even get to say yet.
Sorry, yeah, you keep going.
Always jumps the fucking gun.
He's excited.
Is he rusty or is he just a bitch?
No, he's actually not rusty anymore because he is interrupting you.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back.
I'm not high-fiving you for interrupting me.
You have to be the conduit of high fives between me and him.
Can I high five Raff through you?
No, I don't want to touch either of you.
Go.
Creep.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, what happened to not laughing? Like I said, good luck.
Funny,
Good luck, dude.
You're a funny.
In my defense, it wasn't something you made up.
No, I like the way you said it. I like the way you said it. Yeah, he's a funny TikTok though.
What were you gonna say?
Yeah, go ahead, please. You want to talk? Talk.
Yeah, it's a podcast. Do you want me to just stare at you while you talk? Anyways, as I was saying, I've brought up Twitch representing Arab creators for years at this point. I was a researcher at one point in my life, and I like to look at the data side of things. And one thing I noticed on the streamer demographic survey Twitch has to populate like events they have, like Women's History Month, Pride Month, Black History Month, is they are missing the category of Middle Eastern North African, which is a huge population on Twitch. You know, some of the top creators identify as Middle Eastern North African, like Pokey, Hassan, Austin. So I talked to them on multiple occasions since 2022 through Twitter, through executive meetings, through the research booth at TwitchCon. And I was like, yo, like, this is an oversight. And I think having this category would be important because obviously, without this category, we can't have things like Arab History Month, which is in April. So earlier this year, in April, I emailed the Unity Guilds. So at the time I emailed them, they had the women's, Latinx, and Black guilds. And I emphasized that it's important for us to have a guild for a Middle Eastern North African because I feel like our experiences on Twitch as Arabs is very, very unique. And we receive a certain type of hate that is very unique to us. And we need to have like a liaison to build a bridge between Twitch and Arab creators so we can feel represented as a community. And I also brought up the demographic again, and I said, there's no data, so how can we even be represented for these like heritage months, like in April? I got a response from the Twitch staff, and they said I was correct. Since they don't have the data, they can't do anything about it. But they're going to elevate the concern. Again, I've been told that for years at that point. And then they said that they don't have the capacity to add another Unity guild at the time. 2 months later, they did. So they added a different one. They also told me, which I just remembered, to utilize existing guilds to elevate Arab voices. Women's, Latinx, and Black. I can see Arab women being uplifted within the women's guild, but what about everybody else?
That's just weird.
Where are we going to find our place in the Latinx or the Black creator guild? We can't. And then, so they just said utilize the other ones or do our own thing and have the guilds elevate events that we do. Go fuck yourself. Figure it out. So is it surprising that Twitch threw 5 Middle Eastern creators under the bus at the smallest pressure? Absolutely not. Because what happened 2 days before we got banned?
You're talking about the Asman thing.
That's another thing we could talk about. But I'm talking about how it came out, how people couldn't make Twitch accounts in Israel. And that was huge news.
Israel and Palestine.
But people are overlooking the fact that Palestinians couldn't also make Twitch accounts. Their reasoning, I don't know if you read the article, was basically...
I don't read.
They didn't want anybody to live stream what was happening.
You can make the accounts, but you couldn't make them through a certain way.
So basically, that's when the anti-Semitism of Twitch started like snowballing, because people were so hyper-focused on people in Israel not being able to make accounts, when in reality, it was everybody in that region. Palestinians couldn't make an account. Israelis couldn't make an account. But people are glossing over that. And then... obviously, organizations and people were getting mad at that. Then the clip resurfaced, and they were like, oh, look at Twitch's platforming this anti-Semitic rhetoric. And then we got hit with the 30 days.
I don't know, dude. That shit really pissed me off. I think that like it also sucked because like Raff didn't, because you're not a partner, so nobody knew that you got banned.
Yeah, nobody gave a shit.
You had like a good statement in your Discord, but I don't know if you want to like say it on
What?
the pod.
He posted one on Twitter, too.
Which statement?
Did you post it on Twitter?
Which statement?
You were just
The
like
me not coming back
You were like, I
statement?
don't want to go back to Twitch because they're anti-Semitic.
Yeah, dude.
kinda.
I don't want to. I just don't want to. It's one thing if Twitch bans us for business reasons. I get it, 100%. Sure, they're
Like
getting bad whatever, bad press, bad everything. Let's take care of a problem to kind of mitigate the bad press. I understand that. The problem with Twitch is that they didn't consult with any of us. The two that they did kind of consult with and talk to, they didn't really. And so I was like, okay, well, you guys took action against a very serious issue without researching or understanding that the person who was doing the action is Jewish. There was no protection from Twitch. Nobody reached out. I didn't want to do an appeal, but I did it for you guys and I did it for our guests. Immediately denied without even being looked at. So in my head, I'm like, yeah, I just don't want to be on a platform that will not protect me.
Yeah.
And I don't want to really be on a platform that then takes a situation and then goes, all right, well, Zionism is now a slur. And you can't really say it. And if you do say it, it can't be used as like a negative thing towards somebody. You can't call somebody a Zionist. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. You can't just make up slurs. You can't just say that's a slur now. You know what I mean? That's like me going like, oh, you're a rug, you're a carpet. Oh, you can't say that's a slur. You can't say that now. You can't do that. So I just don't want to. I personally am still teetering on the idea of coming back. I just don't want to make that platform any money. I just don't. It just doesn't make any sense. You can't silence. It's one thing to like I just said. It's one thing to ban us and then have a conversation with us about why.
If they had banned us and said like you guys didn't get approval and it was kind of mean, like you're talking about people that you don't necessarily like, I'd be like, yeah, I get it. Like 3 days, I'd be like, yeah, dude, our bad. Like,
yeah, I totally understand.
Maybe it was a little tasteless.
Sure.
I feel you.
Sure, we should have maybe run it by one of the producers that were there to see, hey, is this okay? We should have maybe had some other things, but who cares? That's not what you did.
Yeah, when they were like, this is a slur, and like I'm like, okay, but like this is like. The funniest thing is I have a picture of you.
Mm-hmm.
You made the board and you came out and did it. And they were like, we don't care. And then they started, what really fucking pissed me off is they started calling you like a capo and shit. And I was like,
oh yeah, dude. I've been called weird things by,
and I was like,
the Candace Owens equivalent to Jewish people. That blew my fucking mind.
Yeah, it's insane.
It was fucked up. And honestly, it was just like one of those things. It was like, dude, like it was like, oh no, this is what this is. And we're saying it. And like I have the clip because I was like, people that were saying this shit were counting on people not to watch the pod.
Yeah.
They just were counting on you not to watch it.
100%.
If you watch it, we were making fun of Scootish because Scootish, our producer at the time, like hates Arabic food. So we're making fun of Scootish because he hates Arabic food. So we're like, you're racist, you know? Now, like, then we go on to talk about the Food Beast ranking the hummuses. And we talk about how, like, if you enjoy this, if this is your favorite hummus, you're probably not Arab.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There is no situation in which when you were making that, I mean, you would never, because the purpose of this podcast is to show the diversity of opinions. It's not to be here to be like, oh yeah, we are not a monolith. I don't agree with what Frogan says half the time. I don't agree with what you say half the time. We get in fights on this pod. If you watch any episode, it is to show that we are different. People don't fucking comprehend that, like, our parents killed each other, right?
Don't say killed each other.
Or killed each other. Yeah, they
No.
fought on both sides of the war.
Your dad.
Fuck your
Sure,
My
your
dad was a kid.
Okay. It doesn't, but you know what I'm saying? People don't understand that there's like micro issues within the Middle East, and they just wanted to be like, oh, no, you're all Arab, you're all terrorists, you're all Islamic, boom, you're all the same, you're out. You all hate Jews. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, my family fought with the IDF on my one side, and then they fucking massacred Palestinians on the other side. So what are you talking about? It's so frustrating. I'm like, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
And then like when you got banned, like, I know you don't get pissed. You just like shut down, and I shut down. I was like, I don't want to, like, after the ban, I was like, and I said this, I was like, this is a fucking, this is a hate crime. This is racist. I think this is going to be a scourge on, like, this is going to be a smear on Twitch's reputation for the rest of their days. They literally painted Arabs as a broad brush, banned them, and banned like, and basically made a statement that like, oh yeah, Arabs are, inherently there's something wrong with their DNA. Something in their little DNA makes them anti-Semitic. It's like, what are we talking about here? Like, you banned the person who made the fucking tier list. Did I show you the picture of you with the whiteboard?
Yeah, I lived it.
Yeah.
I don't need to see a picture of me living the thing that I lived.
What was the bottom tier supposed to be? Because we had a couple. We had a couple.
I don't remember.
It wasn't supposed to be Love Sabra.
It was supposed to be something else.
It was supposed to be like not Arab at first.
I think it was just like, it was
Sabra,
very like baseline. Okay, you're not Arab or something like that, or something like that.
I tried to look on the whiteboard picture, but it didn't have anything. But I remember that there was a couple pitched out.
Yeah.
Like it was like Love Sabra. It was like definitely not Arab. And then the other thing with the tier list is that we put like Arab people, like all of it was a joke because we really did put Arab people in different sections of the tier list.
Yeah, those who are Arab, we put them on.
We put them in different sections.
Like Pokey, did he even make it in Arab?
No, she didn't make it in Arab.
We had Pokey and what? Thinks it's a slur or apologizes when saying it.
Yeah.
And we put fucking Nick Merckx in Arab.
And we said that the reason why Nick Merckx is Arab is because he's really obnoxious and annoying and has like homophobic tendencies, but he's like one of those guys who's like, Habibi, come here, but he like feels very Arab. Like, we did not make Arabs good. It was just celebrating, like, it's just Arab culture, good and bad. That is the thing. It is, we are celebrating the good and the bad about Arab culture.
But yeah,
I don't want to.
I had a vacation.
Yeah,
What'd you do?
Vacation.
What'd you do on your 30 days off?
30 days off. Okay. So they're talking about how they shut down. I get very fucking mad. I become a very angry person.
Yeah, I know.
Do you want to start? Because I can.
One thing I want to say about the tier list thing too, before we get into like what we were doing for the last 30 days, like from when we found out we were
2 months
banned.
at this point.
For me, 2 months from Twitch, but 30 days from any kind of like content. We'll just say that. If you banned us three, two, and nobody else, like our guests, fine. Once again, I can understand that. But you banned all of us off the panel was insane.
Yeah, I felt bad for VO.
I didn't even care about what us at that point. I was like, all right, well, we just cost two people a month of revenue. That's all they live on. So that really pissed me off. And it really fucked us up too. You know? I'm not gonna premeditate like what's gonna happen in the future, but it really makes us very careful about going forward to like even grab a guest for you guys. Because it's just like, all right, well then how do we if they search our names and they search up our podcast, we're kind of fucked a little bit.
I'm not going to TwitchCon next year.
We're not invited, sweetheart.
We're
not invited.
No, I'm not even
Twitch hates Arabs.
Twitch doesn't like us, dude. We're not even allowed to go buy tickets, dude. Are you kidding me?
Funny.
We're done.
Yeah, no, like even before that happened, I was like, I'm done. I'm not going back to that shit.
Okay, so you get banned. Your 30 days look like what?
I went to a Halloween party at Johnny Gilbert's house.
Exciting.
He invited me because the All American Rejects were playing, and they're my favorite band ever. So I got to see them
for you.
In a backyard house party.
Hell yeah.
One of the nicest things anybody has ever done for me in my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
Went to another Halloween party with you.
Loudmouth's Halloween party.
Yeah, Loudmouth's Halloween and Alex's.
Mm-hmm.
And then I tried picking up hobbies of like arts and crafts. Didn't work out. I went to concerts. I went to one a week, basically. I went to When We Were Young Fest. That was super fun. Got ghosted. I'm kidding.
Keep it in. Keep it in.
Keep it in.
Keep it in. Keep it
Yeah,
in.
I almost found love during the band, and
I know a lot of life happened to Frogan.
Yeah, I feel like I experienced like normalcy the
In it
entire 30 days.
In tenfold.
Yeah, it's like, oh my God, I almost found love. And then, yeah, no. Right after I got banned, shit hit the fan. So maybe the internet is ruining my life, and maybe I should fucking leave.
I think it's a
it.
sign,
You should
dude.
leave.
I think it's a fucking sign, honestly.
You were doing so much better without the internet.
I know. I was like,
You were healthier. You were happier.
I was happier. I don't know. Life seemed normal, but now shit hit the fan, and I'm back to being my depressed self.
What about you, buddy?
What did I do for the first 30 days? I rotted for a while because I haven't been hate crime since fucking high school. So I was like,
What'd they hate crime you in high school?
Judaism.
Oh, really? What'd
Hate
they
crime
do?
in Judaism, hate crime about being Arab.
What did they do for both?
Jumped. Couple times.
I'm sorry, which one?
Fought in
I'm
school.
sorry. This is going to be really funny. Did they tell you which one they were beating you up for?
They did.
Could you imagine? You're like, wait, 1 second before you beat me up.
Which one?
Which one are you beating me up
Can you
for
write
today?
which one is it?
Yeah,
Check
which
the
one is it?
box.
I need to check the box.
It's like my insurance box.
Yeah.
What do you have? Guilt. Yeah, Jewish. Get him out of here. Get this guy out of here, dude. I rotted for a while. I didn't do anything. I was in acting classes again, so that got me out of the house. And obviously I have work, so I was working. And then I picked up a couple new video games. I was playing that.
Damn, my life is fucking boring.
What do you mean?
No, you had better stuff than
What do you mean?
me.
You have way better stuff than
He's just talking about
you were
being drunk.
discovering yourself. I rotted for weeks.
He was the most sad, I think. I
was just thinking, I was like, wow, 4 years of my life just down the drain. I was like, Jesus
dude,
Christ.
like, and you don't want to go back.
And I don't want to go back. So I'm like, all right, well, help me figure out what I'm going to do.
Pick a spot.
That's fine. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
But you do got to pick a spot. You do got to pick a spot.
I was making little circles here. You cannot keep yelling at me for having ADHD, dude.
We've learned a lot of things.
What game do you play?
Scoot bought me Sparking Zero, so I was playing Sparking Zero for a while. And then
What's Sparking Zero?
Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, okay.
And then I started playing Star Citizen. I got into that.
Oh, I forgot.
What?
I started playing Call of Duty.
You did not have to admit that.
Yeah, nobody knew.
You did
I
not have to
love
admit
Call
that.
of Duty.
You're not going to be the racist allegations now, buddy.
You did not
It's
have to
over.
admit that to the cameras.
People keep mass reporting me. I got banned for 3 days from Voice, and then they mass reported me as soon as I got banned again. And
Well,
now
now
I'm
that
banned
the
for.
podcast is out, they're going to just
the
keep
three-
mass reporting you.
Yeah.
I'm done playing Call of Duty. I retired.
Okay.
I have no reason to play it anymore.
She's already done her tours, dude. She's done.
Yeah, dude. Okay.
That's it, honestly. I really, nothing else exciting happened to me. Oh. I'm more famous than I've ever been.
Yeah. What happened?
Went to Kai Sanat's house.
That's sick.
I'm way more famous than I've ever been. And it only happens every time I quit.
I'll talk about what happened to me the 30 days, but in a second. But I still cannot believe that robot is a real robot.
It's a robot.
I do not believe it.
It's not a person in a suit like we thought it was.
I thought it was a person in a suit. It still looks like a person in a suit.
It does look like a person in a suit. It's a robot.
Is
The robot
someone,
got real frisky with me.
is someone controlling it?
I'm not going to say yes or no because I don't want
Okay.
to ruin a facade even if it is or isn't true.
Okay.
That there's a
That's
person
true.
controlling it.
But fuck, man, I thought that was a.
No, it's a robot, dude. A genuine robot. It's the Mark Zuckerberg robot, isn't it? Like the
I don't know.
Facebook one?
I don't know, dude.
Because it kind of had his voice.
You did the.
I got Zuckerberg,
Did he
dude.
get frisky with you?
Put his hand on my thigh when I had him sit at
How
the
does
table.
it do that?
I just reached over and put his hand. Yeah, literally. Yeah, but that was fun.
That's
I
not
went
bad.
to go celebrate Office Drummer and his beautiful, beautiful wife.
Bad?
It was great.
My
felt
back
good.
hurts.
Haven't seen Office Drummer since the Halloween party, so it was cool to see him.
Oh shit! I didn't leave the house.
Well, you
You
didn't
don't want to go.
The way you said that makes it sound like I didn't want to go because I didn't want to go.
That's not. It's true. You didn't want to go.
Yeah, but the way you said that is fucked up. You're like you didn't want to go.
Maybe put the clip of me dancing up here somewhere.
Yeah. Now
on the
cut back
thing.
to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, my grandma died.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mine too.
but-
Get over it.
She didn't die at Halloween.
She died before Halloween.
No, she didn't.
She
Okay.
died after Halloween.
No, she died after Halloween. Yeah, you're right. But the thing, no, she got sick right before or right after.
What do
On
you
Election
mean,
Day,
dude?
everything happened.
Oh, on election.
Oh, that's
day.
right.
Yeah,
Election
true.
day. It was.
You can't gaslight me. remember everything.
Okay, but
I
the
have
thing is-
remember
The
everything.
thing was, I was in a really bad mood. I remember because the first couple.
It's okay to not want to go to things.
I was just in a really bad mood. I didn't want to like do anything. Why? You're mad
She
at?
just touched me with her foot. Dude.
Oh, okay.
Ugh.
What's
And now
ew-
she's sitting at the lowest point.
That's good.
What's ew about my foot?
I can feel your nails.
Dude, it's gross.
No,
Can
you
not
can't.
Yeah, I
Can you
can.
not touch
like
me with your
this.
foot, please? It's
I
weird.
don't have long
Dude,
nails.
they're like this,
No,
man.
I don't.
Like talons.
It was a great time to get banned. Okay, my family member passed away. My dad was in the hospital for a little bit. Then my uncle's in the hospital today. I mean, obviously, and then my aunt. The day we got banned, my aunt had a heart attack, but she was fine. So like, I got the ban message. Then like, your aunt had a heart attack. So that entire time, I was just kind of like making sure family was good. And then on top of that, I picked up. I got into FPV flying drones, if anyone knows, and I kind of want to do it live on Twitch. But like, I got into FPV, which is like drone tricks and shit. That shit's so fucking fun. And just spent time outside, spent time with my dog, played a lot of video games, just played The Last of Us 1. I'm playing 2 right now. Fucking great. I beat Squirrel with a gun. I don't know why I needed to play that game, but I beat it. Honest to God, dude, I just hung out with my friends and did normal shit. That was like the one thing, is that like, once this all happened, I was like, yeah, I don't fuck with the internet anymore. I'm just going to go, because it was supposed to be fun. And then here is the one thing that I will say. I had been covering the genocide out of like compulsion for a year. It was fucking me up in the head. I was doing it every day and I was covering it, and it was really hard to do that, because it's one thing to like talk about it. Like people are going to accuse you of everything. Like, it's clout or whatever, but like, fuck you. Like, you don't really know what human beings are like. I'm a real person. These are family members of mine. These are people I know. They are being actively, like, you know, my cousin right now in the West Bank put a bunch of money into his business, and now it's going to get annexed, right? So every day I was covering it out of like anger. Like, I was watching and just making sure people are safe, on the phone with them constantly. Thank God for the Lebanon ceasefire. Hopefully Gaza's next. Hopefully.
Well, the Lebanon ceasefire is barely a ceasefire.
I know.
Really, she's fine, but you know, Hezbollah is just like, yeah, we did it again.
We won, Habibi.
We did it again.
I was thinking that. I'm like, dude, like, they try to bring Lebanon down. They fucking can't. 2006, Lebanon beat their ass. 2024,
We'll talk about this.
beat their asses again,
Maybe
too.
we'll talk about
I think we talked about it before. We talked about it with Anthony.
No, we
The
never talked about
ceasefire just
ceasefire.
happened.
It just happened.
The ceasefire. Yes.
But I'm saying that, like, who really wanted the ceasefire? Was it Hezbollah, or was it because, like,
Was it is
yeah. But I was saying, like, during that time, I was like, I'm going to take the time to just not talk about this shit. And it was, like, really refreshing for my brain. It's unfortunate because, like, my family was like, oh, do you think they can take a break? And I'm like, yeah, man, but, like, you got to have the strength to fight, you know? And if, like, you know, a lot of people don't understand that. Like, I've noticed that the Palestinian creators are the ones always taking a break. And it's because it's too close to home. It's like you're reporting on your own family's genocide. You had family that their house got blown up.
My cousin got bombed.
Yeah.
He had to get stitches in his neck, his face, and his ear. But, you know, you can't even talk about it on a platform like Twitch, because as soon as you mention Zionism, you're going to get banned. You know what I mean? So it's like, now it's like, I'm sorry that we're going to go back to it, but I just had a thought. It's just like, this is a way to silence people talking about the genocide that's actively happening in the Middle East. I don't even know how to navigate the conversation anymore. So I want to talk about
Just
it.
call them fascist. That's what you call them.
They are, but it's such a hard mental switch where it's just like, I'm like, I want to talk about it, but I don't have the.
You're just scared you're gonna get banned.
Yeah,
It's not about the Zionism. You're just scared you're gonna get banned.
Yeah, I'm scared I'm gonna get banned. Oh, shit, man, the silencing worked.
Yeah.
They silenced my big ass mouth.
That's what they wanted.
Yeah, I know. I mean, yeah.
But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. They can silence 3 creators or 5 creators on Twitch, small creators on Twitch. The cat's out.
Yeah,
of the
because
bag.
they don't make enough money off of us anyway.
No,
So.
the cat's out of the bag.
Isn't it fun to think that we were the catalyst for all the companies pulling out of Twitch?
I mean, that's what all the CNN and Billboard articles are saying, released yesterday.
So racist.
And then Chevron's like, yeah, we are going to pull out because our logo was behind an anti-Semitic panel.
You know what's crazy about that is all 3 of us cognitively saw that Chevron was sponsoring, and we're like, we need to not talk bad about Chevron while we're doing this.
We didn't
panel.
do that. We knew that we were going to get like, shit on.
We talked
We
about
got shit
it.
on by both sides. We're like, the thing is, if we do this panel in front of the Chevron logo, the pro-Palestinian people who are protesting outside are going to shit on us.
Yes.
And then now Chevron's shitting on us.
Yeah.
It's like, if you are an Arab leftist, there's no fucking winning.
Yeah, we don't win.
You don't win.
I made sure not to say the fuck word as often as I usually would say it.
You did say it a lot that
I
day,
did say it a lot, but I toned it down for fucking Chevron. And now they want to come after me.
We did it.
It's
We
a
cost-
joke. It's
we
a,
cost all of our friends money.
Your jokes come off serious. All of us have good and bad takes, you know? We're not perfect. We're humans. The whole purpose of this pod,
Sit and
what
look
makes me
pretty.
so angry is the purpose of this pod is like, we disagree on stuff. It's to debate this.
Why don't you tell our viewers one more time what the purpose of this podcast is?
Change the purpose. Change the purpose again.
You know what? Tell
Arabs,
our viewers.
you know what? No, I'm
one
changing the
more
purpose.
time.
Arabs are all the same. We're all Muslim and we all have funny hats.
Clip that.
Okay, you know what? Ban him for Islamophobia.
Nobody cares about Islamophobia. They don't care. I can say whatever I want
They
about
don't care.
Muslims.
It's just
that out.
crazy to me that like during our break, you picked up the one hobby that people would frown on you upon taking.
Drones.
I can't believe you took up flying drones.
I didn't
That's
think
like
about
me. That's like not me. That's like someone from. Actually, never mind. I was gonna say it's like someone from Iraq taking up piloting.
Wrong
I don't know,
country.
maybe we
Wrong
should delete
country.
that.
I mean, they're all on the list of countries.
To be honest,
of interest.
it was none of those countries.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It was the United States.
I did. Yeah, it was George Bush.
I got my own history wrong.
Speaking of piloting, go
What?
ahead. I bought a yoke to fly flight simulator.
Why are you buying egg yolk?
No, a yoke, like a thing yoke,
Yeah, you've just been obsessed with piloting.
because I want to fly. I know you have a statement you want to wrap this up with, but I'm trying to get back into this, so just give me a second. Here's the deal. I am afraid of flying, okay? I looked online for a class where they take you in a plane. Guess what? They're all out of business since COVID, okay? They don't have these flights anymore. Well, they'll take you up in a plane, you go with the pilot. It's all virtual, which doesn't help if you're trying to fly, to be like, you could watch it on a fucking Zoom call. How is that going to help me? So now the only thing I can do is to feel like I have some semblance of control, to feel like if I understand how a plane
How
works,
much are flight classes?
$250,000 to do your whole schooling.
Why does it cost
With all
more
the
than
with all the hours?
university? Like to be a pilot?
Does it cost more than university? Are you kidding? With grad school, it's about the same.
It's about the same because that also.
My grad
and
school wasn't
also,
that much.
why does it cost more than university? Because you're burning jet fuel. Like,
Yeah,
No, I mean,
that's true. And then also you're paying. You pay for every time you take the plane in the air. It's
you
not
pay
like
for
you.
you pay that guy.
And you pay a guy.
okay,
pilot.
I thought it was piloting classes. I thought it's just for you to get over your fucking fear. I didn't
No,
know it was
for
like
him to fly. He wants to fly
but
himself.
that's a career, so it makes sense that it's that much money. I thought it was just like I didn't know you want to be like a pilot.
No,
No,
that's
I
what we're
don't.
saying. He wanted to go take flight classes.
I just
so he
want
can fly.
someone to like help me with my fear of flying.
Would you sacrifice your own life for Pakistan?
What?
She's doing a callback to a joke I made an hour ago.
What is it?
It wasn't an hour ago. It was probably 47 minutes ago. So get your.
Oh, is this?
fucking-
Oh, is this the
The
TikTok?
grape.
Yeah.
The grape.
I think
thing.
that was on the first cold open. Was it on the second?
Oh, I don't know actually.
Yeah, because that sounded really like terroristy. I'm not gonna lie. That sounded-
did.
yeah.
Put
Yeah, I was
the
like-
TikTok here.
Terrorist.
Yeah, put the TikTok up. Yeah. So, but there's been other news. There's been other news since we've been back. You want to talk about news?
I do in a second. Frogan, you were going to wrap something up.
Yeah, wrap it up.
I don't remember what I was gonna say.
All right,
All I know is that during 30 days, I've become a misandrist.
You hate man?
I hate men.
We're really sick of it, honestly. It's a cringe thing of the left. We're trying to get young men to like come into our thing. Like
To be
young men,
honest-
I want men in here.
To be honest, I understand the male loneliness epidemic.
It's bad, dude.
They do it to themselves.
No.
Damn,
No,
dude.
you're not doing that.
Damn.
You're not doing that. You're not doing that.
Damn, dude.
You're not doing that.
They do it to themselves.
Yo, Frogan, how do I say this to like
It's crazy because I'll trip and then she'll be like, men are always tripping. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, I'll do my taxes wrong. Like, men don't know how to do math.
Listen, I love young.
Careful.
Yeah.
Careful. Careful. Careful.
Sorry, cut that.
Careful.
No,
No,
keep it
you like young what?
No, I was gonna say.
No, keep that in. You like young what?
I was like, I want young men to watch this and not be fucking like Islamophobic or
Bro, I'm sorry.
misogynist.
Me holding them accountable is not going to change the fact.
You, who are you holding accountable? You keep saying all men, and it's one motherfucker or two dudes. It's always two guys, and you're like all men. I'm like, no, it's not all
We
men.
need two guys.
I'm fine because in the hierarchy of men versus women, I'm above you. So I don't really care if you keep punching up at men. Like, goddamn these fucking lanterns. It's my idea and I don't like it anymore. I get it. But at the end of the day, you know, the thing is, the people that we're talking to, the young men who are watching us, they're fucking stupid. So they go, this person doesn't like men. I'm leaving. And they leave. Because I've been that dude. I've been that guy who's like, this woman doesn't like me because I'm a man. I got to get on out of here. Skirt-addle. Okay?
Do we want them in our audience? Now?
Yes, we do. We want everybody in our audience.
What is our like percentage? I think it's mostly women.
It's actually mostly
Capri
men.
just wants
Is it?
people in our audience that agree with him when he cuts me off.
Women always make it about
Yeah,
themselves.
it's yes, yes. Fuck yeah. Women always make it about themselves. That's the one thing about women. They always make it about themselves. It's not about you.
All I'm saying is, never trust a motherfucker that likes Arby's.
Okay. Well, how much you?
We all like roast beef here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's right, boy.
So anyways.
Yeah, there's a lot of other stuff going on. A lot of stuff's happened since we've been.
Haw Tua.
I hate that bitch.
He loved her.
I loved her. I hate her so much now.
He loved her. I want to talk to not you. I don't care about your opinion. I don't care about your opinion.
Fights.
How did you feel?
Because
She
shut up.
She caused
He
us
literally.
fights.
I got so
Well,
mad at
don't
Raff.
say it because it's not on any of these episodes. And don't say it. But you did get mad at me.
I got so mad at him. He hurt my feelings for the first time in my life.
I did. I hurt her feelings.
Okay, here's the deal. Can I ask you a question? I don't care about
I
it.
was ride or die for that.
I know
bitch.
me and you will both have been haters from the beginning. How do you feel going from being
It's horrendous. It was fun when it was like a meme, and then she was like doing like, oh, I'm gonna take this meme of mine and then use the success to help out animals. I'm like, okay, dope. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna like, use this to become like famous or whatever. Fine, whatever. You said something funny, seize the opportunity.
Yeah.
I say yes. Start your own podcast. All right.
It's not bad.
Calm down.
You started one.
I said calm down, but I'm not famous, and I didn't say anything crazy. I'm like, all right, all right, calm down. Before that, all of her her whole Instagram was like all of that. I'm like, all right, you need to relax a little bit, do something different, and then last week or even this week, really,
Crypto.
started crypto. I'm like,
Sure, a dating app.
I didn't even hear about that.
Started a dating
That's
app?
crazy. You can't be in a relationship and start a dating app.
We'll get to that in a second, but let's talk about the crypto. When I saw that, I was like, this is when I started to hate on her, because I was like, I'm also a hating ass bitch like Frogan. Okay, personally for me, Frogan was a hating ass bitch from the beginning. Okay, that's why I don't really care about Frogan's take, because Frogan from day one did not like her. Okay, yes. Okay, everyone's shitting on her right now, but the deal is they did the fucking crypto coin. This is allegedly. I don't know anything about crypto. I'm not like a big crypto head.
Meanwhile, the past 3 weeks, he's like, you gotta get in the Doge.
I knew it was gonna go.
Get in the Doge.
He's like, don't tell anybody I like crypto. I need to create this facade on the internet.
I don't like crypto. Do not buy crypto. Okay, I'm not giving anyone advice. This is not financial advice.
Ugh, these fucking disclaimers. Go on.
Capri made me invest in Doge.
No, I did not. This is all meme.
He said you should put $70 in Doge
Nope,
right now,
I did
and
not.
I did. I'm only up $4.
You know what's crazy? Whenever I messaged them about Haw Tua coin, they ignored me.
Yeah, because it was. Oh, did you invest?
I didn't invest in shit. I made a joke to them. I said, we're gonna be fucking rich, boys. Nobody messaged me about it. And you know what? I kind of wish they didn't invest in Haw Tua coin.
You try to get us to lose our money. So, anyways, she put the crypto out, and then it basically tanked, and it went up to $500 million, and then it went back to $20 million. So like the
Only
value.
20 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, 20
right?
minutes. So now they're like going in, and CoffeeZilla made a video about it, and yeah.
I saw him on the Twitter space.
Yeah. Did you see that? Did you hear it?
Yeah, he was like, you guys rug pulled. You guys are trading within company, because he saw that from the Haw Tua account they were like holding, and then they were like shifting around. And he was like, who gets all the fees?
Oh yeah, they charge 10% for each
So
transaction.
they made like $15 million.
$1 million in fees. $1 million in fees.
Apparently she gets 50% of that.
These are all allegations, because it's
Allegedly.
not. Yeah, allegedly, it's all allegations that he was saying on the Twitter space. But that's the deal, is that like that shit was going on, and I was like, the minute I saw crypto, I was like, okay. Well, like the minute I saw her like kissing Elon Musk's ass, I was like, okay, like it's.
Dude, her Twitter's fucking atrocious. It's all like AI pictures.
Yeah, I know.
Yo, X, send me your memes.
That was good.
That was not bad.
That was pretty good.
Now a lot of people are bad because they got scammed, and they were saying in this.
But also duh, dude.
They were saying in the space like, we're trying to get normies into crypto. It's like.
What normies, dude?
Like they're her fans, apparently.
They're not normies.
It's like, okay, she said one funny thing. It was funny for like a day. People strung that shit on for far too long.
You've never said anything funny.
According to you, yeah, you're saying that as a joke right now, but you genuinely believe that because you think you're the fucking like comedian of this world.
I think Raff's the comedian of this world.
Damn.
I don't think either of you are that funny.
You laughed at everything I've said.
Yeah,
so
you've
No,
laughed
I
at everything
haven't.
Raff said. Raff, do something funny right now.
Obviously.
Bro, you just shook his head and you laughed. You're the Haw Tua of this podcast.
I'm the Haw Tua of this podcast.
Spit on that thing.
Ugh.
Yeah.
No, I
Haw
don't-
Tua, spit on that thing.
No, here's the thing. I'm done laughing at shit men say.
Spit on that thing.
I don't know if you should. Somebody told me recently, they're like, "Oh, you're laughing at me a lot. Maybe I should become a streamer."
And that person ghosted you.
Yeah.
While you're laughing, I'm gonna pee.
No, you're not. Sit the fuck down.
Dude, I drank so much hot water, I have to pee.
Bro, you know what? You're not only gonna pee, you're gonna shit. That like unconstipates you.
Hot water?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, you know what? I read studies that apparently cold water is bad for you and hot water is better for
But
you.
who the fuck is drinking
Room
hot
temp is
water?
the best.
I am. I just is it?
Room temp's the best.
Okay,
You
I'm gonna
drink
tell you,
warm
my little
temperature?
belly's all warm, and I have to pee, and I've got little hot pee in me.
All right.
You.
Hot pia.
Hot pee on
All
that
right, go
thing.
piss. Go piss,
Pee
girl.
on that thing.
We can do one for every kink.
What?
Spit on that thing. Piss on that thing. Shit on that thing.
Yeah.
Man!
Man.
If you went viral for a one-liner, what would your one-liner be? I already have mine. I'm not gonna say it.
What's
What is
yours?
it?
Allahu Akbar?
You'll never get canceled for that. You can be Islamophobic all day long. They don't care.
It's true, dude.
Twitch will never ban you for that.
It's true.
Crying.
If you laugh, then I can't. You know? I'm trying to win my Judaism points back because I'm very low
Do
ranking
you
right
feel
now.
less Jewish? You
Do you feel less Jewish? Why'd you say it
Yo,
like
it
that?
just
I
reminds me
feel
of like
less Jewish?
no, it reminds me of all the microaggressions you get from both sides.
Dude, you want to hear micro? You want to hear
Yeah, tell us about your
microaggressions?
microaggressions.
A microaggression I got Thanksgiving, actually, on Thanksgiving.
I don't know if you remember. I flamed her,
Flame 2.
the girl.
No, you didn't.
I did. I was like, "There's more to him than being Arab and Jewish."
No, I don't remember that at all.
I said that to her.
Anyways, the microaggression was your brother, because he loves to bring it up, told this person that I was Jewish, and she's like, how does that work? What's the dynamic in your household like? I'm like,
It's insane.
what are you talking about? And then she's like, I would never work. My parents won't let me marry a Jew. I'm like, all right.
Is that what she said?
Yeah, dude.
Capri was literally on the couch when it was happening.
No, I didn't hear it. I don't know who that person is, so I didn't hear it.
To be completely fair, I know that like some of the microaggressions were like in jest and in like haha funny. And
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. But it's still like, all right.
Yeah.
All right, come on. You
Well,
don't
no-
even know me. Don't even joke like that
No,
yet.
it's not funny. I think one of the funniest ones was not the microaggressions, but when my cousin or uncle or whatever he is was telling people that he's an alpha male at Thanksgiving. He's like, I'm an alpha male, and he's like fucking 60, bald, and like got a pot belly. And I'm like, is this guy an alpha male? And I put it with Raff. He's like, no, lefties are messed up in the brain. Alpha male's a mindset.
Yeah.
He said you're not an alpha.
No, it wasn't me.
Oh no, sorry. I showed him a picture of Hassan and his
Yeah.
pee-pee.
He's
Yeah.
just fucking creating stories. I was like, rap.
I know I look like Hassan, but
You do. Well, I asked if you're an alpha. You asked him. You said, "Are you an alpha male?" To the guy.
Yeah, he said.
alpha is a mindset.
He said he is, and I'm like, what makes you an alpha? He's like, I take care of women. But I'm
I don't
like,
think he had an accent.
He did have an accent.
Did he? No, he
Yeah.
did not have an
It's
accent.
your uncle. What are you
He
talking
does
about?
not have an accent.
yes, he
He does
did.
not have an accent. I swear to God, he does not have an accent.
He does.
He does not. I
Well,
swear.
I don't know.
Call
what we
him
heard
right
that.
I
fucking
swear.
now.
I don't have. I don't want. I
Don't call him.
I
because
deleted
that
his number. No.
Wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't
He
want him
has
on
an
the pod.
accent. I wouldn't be.
He does not have an accent.
Yeah, call Bobby and ask him.
I swear to God, he doesn't have an
He doesn't
accent.
know.
I
He
swear to God, he
Bobby
does have
hears
an
in his own
accent.
voice. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
Bobby has more of an accent than he does by far.
Yeah, that doesn't mean he doesn't have
Dude,
an
this
accent.
guy literally is a white supremacist. He genuinely got rid of his accent. I know that for a fact.
All right, I'll take his word for it.
He's a fucking liar. I don't believe any shit.
Okay, when you meet him next time, tell me if he has an accent.
I will.
Okay, $50.
Okay.
$50 right now. Shake on it. 50 for the both of you. You guys 25.
I don't want
25.
any part of this bet
Why not?
because you already have
Ooh,
me
it
betting.
turned off.
You already have me betting on Haw Tua coin or on Dogecoin. I'm not. I'm not taking.
In 10
bets.
years, you're gonna be a billionaire. That's another thing men lack: patience.
we are patient. We have to deal with women. We are patient.
No.
What else are we talking about this week?
A lot of things have been happening. I mean, obviously the Haw Tua coin is insane.
CEO assassination.
The CEOs.
But I'm afraid to talk about that.
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't really want to talk about it, but
I thought
that guy was not an assassin. People were like, he's a hitman. I'm like, I don't think he really was like a professional dude.
they wrote on the bullets, denied, deposed.
I know he
defend.
wrote on the bullets, but I can write on bullets. It's not.
No, I don't think it was
dude. His gun. He has. It was the whole thing was crazy. What I do want to talk about on that is that they put up the photo of
The dude.
the dude, and people are like, "That's not him."
People are saying he looks like Jake Gyllenhaal, but like he doesn't look like. I feel like people have facial blindness when it comes to Jake Gyllenhaal.
Okay.
Any man that has like colored eyes and brown hair, they assume he's Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah,
Jake
that's
Gyllenhaal
based.
is more than that.
Did he have blue eyes?
I don't know.
Did he have blue eyes?
It looked like. I mean, in the picture, he did kind of look like a hot man. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, the FBI said that they think the guy fled New York.
Like immediately?
Yeah, because apparently he was staying at a hostel a couple blocks away. Shot the guy and then dipped.
But he went through
Park.
Central Park.
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, that whole situation.
I think that like everyone was like inspecting the reaction to the internet, and I was like, and everyone's like, why would people say this? And it's like, I think we can inspect or we can like really kind of think like, how fucked is our system that people are like championing
rooting
this
for
on?
it.
Yeah,
that was my issue with it too. I'm like, why are we championing this?
but it's because the system is so fucked.
Yeah,
that people feel some type of way, and it's like instead of when the public has a reaction that's almost like universally like all of them are saying this shit, it's just like, okay, we need to fix this. Like, this is bad.
Yeah.
We can't be doing this.
I
like,
agree.
We should not as a public be doing this shit. And if we are doing this shit as a public, that should be a red flag for the elites to go, oh, we need to fix this. Because I think at the end of the day, we all have to live in the same fucking society. What are we doing?
Like 30+% rejection rate of his insurance company. And then somebody posted his LinkedIn comments from a year ago where people were complaining about how like his wife with stage 4 cancer got rejected the chemotherapy she needed for her specific gene, or like their kid got rejected the wheelchair they need. I mean, to be honest, like the insurance situation in America is completely fucked. I've seen so many people cry at pharmacies because they couldn't afford their medication.
It's so weird to me when I go overseas and I buy the same medication that I would get here, and it's like $10 without insurance.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Like in Lebanon, it's cheaper than it is here. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with America?
It's crazy. And to be honest, like, people were like, oh, like we're celebrating the death of a person. And then like Capri and I were talking about it, and I was very conflicted, and not feeling bad for him, but like conflicted about like the death of an individual when it should be like a policy change.
Yeah.
What you're trying to say is like this should not be championed.
It should not. The championing of getting rid of someone is insane when the problem is not necessarily him.
Yeah.
It's the policy.
Yeah, it should be like a policy change. But then you see how other insurance companies are reacting. Like for example, like Blue Cross that morning or the night before introduced a new policy where they're only covering anesthesia during surgery for a specific amount of time. Everything else is out of pocket. As soon as that happened, that shit got reversed.
Oh, really?
They retracted that.
Yeah, insurance companies are sweating right now.
Yeah,
they're like, oh no.
They took off all leadership off their websites, so you can't see who's in leadership positions for any insurance websites anymore. Then United CEO, the United Health Insurance CEO, made a statement today about how we need more people like Brian. He did great work for the healthcare system, blah blah blah. When in reality, so many people died because of their insurance company's policies. Public health moment, like AI is ruining the world. Okay, so insurance companies are utilizing AI now so they can automatically accept or reject insurance claims. There have been many instances where people were rejected because of the AI. It takes months to appeal. By the time it's appealed, they're fucking dead.
You know, that happened with my grandpa. He had a certain type of cancer, and there was like going to get a clinical trial. And by the time you get through all that stuff, they get it to our house. And the trials aren't the same as the insurance. But once you get approved, you go through the trial. The box got to our house. He died the day that the box got to our house. Like the trial would start. It's one of those things like with insurances. Like I think that like this is a horrific act. It's awful. It's bad. But like we need to examine why it's happening and examine the greater issue. And maybe it's time to change these fucking policies because people are feeling desperate and you don't want people to feel desperate.
Like, why are people so happy?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Why are people so like? Even when my mom had cancer, her fucking insurance company tried giving her bullshit.
Yeah,
and wanted her to wait to start treatment. It's just like, so she's gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
Like,
you know which one has never rejected people that I've like seen was Medicare, Medi-Cal.
Yeah, Medicare
is like the best. It's like rated one of the most satisfying.
Government insurance is the best to fucking have. You're likely to have like barely any copays. Like for example, my copay for my insurance whenever I go to the ER is $300.
Yeah.
Specialty visits, $70, but urgent care, $5. Medications, I never pay more than $25,
Yeah.
which is it's pretty good.
You have good insurance.
I have pretty good, like looking at the list that was posted on Twitter of like the rejections. I think I have Ambetter. It was 7% rejection rate. So mine was on the lower end. But a lot of people, especially, like I feel like I know a lot about like the medication aspect of things because I worked in research and I had to actively look for things to make care more accessible for people. Like Mark Cuban has a website where he gets the drugs at like
I
retail
forgot his
value.
name of it. Yeah,
Cost Plus Drugs.
Cost Plus.
Oh, he has a website for that?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's actually really good.
A friend of ours was complaining about the cost of their medication. I sent her the website. She was paying $300 a month for her medication. Now she gets it for $10. So if you have a medication that is a lot of fucking money, go to Cost Plus Drugs.
This is not sponsored, by the way. We just
It should be, dude. But like I've been championing that shit for like years at this point. There's so many like medications on there. And also like even if you want to pick it up like in person, there's GoodRx. It has like coupons. And another thing you could do is the drug companies have coupon specific where you get discounted shit for 2 years.
I didn't know.
For example, Ozempic out of pocket is like $1,500. If you have insurance and you use the savings card, you could get it for $25 if your insurance doesn't cover it.
I think that like it's really crazy to me like how fucked people get, especially like cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Like cancer is one that like a lot of people die because they will not cover you. They'll be like, no, we're not gonna pay for that. And okay, so when I was in college, I sat in one of our classes. We had, I believe it was the CEO or the president. I don't remember. It's been so long, of Medi-Cal. And he came and gave a speech. And all I remember from the speech was basically that he said that like insurance is the hardest business to make money in. And like that still was like one of the things that like made me like very much like universal healthcare, is because like I was like, oh my God, this guy is coming and talking to us about how he's profiting off of like, you know, like, and he was like explaining it in a way that it kind of made sense. He was like, no, dude, it's really hard. Like, it's really hard to predict what people are going to do. But like, obviously with AI, you know, models now, they're probably going to have a lot easier way to be like, oh, this person, we're not going to take them. But yeah, it was like one of the things that kind of like made me like open my eyes to be like, oh, this is kind of fucking crazy. Like this dude is talking about people's lives. Like, it's like, oh, we can't really profit, but it was government. Like and he gave like a really good example. Like, you got to cover everything, but you can't do some stuff. And that was not a private insurer, right? That was the government insurer. If it was private, I bet the tune would be like a lot like, oh, we got to cut, we got to slash, we got to, you know.
It's just crazy to me that these insurance companies think they know better than the doctors that are prescribing certain treatment measures.
They don't think they know better. They just don't want to pay for it.
It's just so insane to me. Like,
yeah, I think like for insurance companies, like maybe like a policy where doctor says approves yes or go would be like a doctor's word would be like the president's word. Like they get like final say.
Yeah,
can I tell you?
That's the issue. They don't. That's not how it works. They
I
just, you know, like they go like, oh yeah, whatever the fuck your doctor says, we're just not going to cover it. And I know that you pay us every month, but like for this, but like fuck you.
Can I tell you something? You know why I didn't go to medical school? Because of the healthcare system in America. I was like, I cannot work in a system where I know that people are going to be denied the care they need because they don't have insurance. I was like, I do not want to participate in a system where I'm going to be seeing people dying when they don't have to die just because they don't have health insurance or because their health insurance is fucked.
I think one of the craziest things, remember when I called the dog thing the other day?
Dude, he's so dumb.
What?
The poison control.
So I'll talk about it in a second, but like I think one of the craziest things is like before you do like any surgery or whatever, they'll be like, oh, okay, so you have to pay this much today, and how are you going to pay for that? And then like I was at the dentist the other day, and some lady was just like scrounging for money to be able to afford her like procedure that she needed, and she was like talking about taking her kids to like hockey, and I'm just like watching this lady like try to get the money to like pay for this, and it was like $600, which is a lot of money, but also like this is a treatment you need. And it's just like I'm like watching this, and I'm just like, this is a family woman. She's got her kids. She's like, you know, she's probably spending the money on their kids, and like this is like killing her pocketbook. And it's like she's calling her husband to be like, hey, can we afford this? And I'm like, this is not fucking normal. This is not normal. We should not be profiting off this shit, dude. Like, you know, like, yeah, people can profit. And a lot of people are like, well, what are the insurance people going to do? It's like, okay, well, I guarantee you they will find different things to insure or find different ways to make money.
Or we could allocate funding not spending so much on military funding and funding wars overseas and genocides overseas and funding other universal healthcare systems in the world.
But it's not about that. It's
and putting it into the healthcare system in America to make universal healthcare.
But what about the people who work in the industry? Like, remember,
What industry?
selling insurance, they have to find new jobs. Like, I have family that sells insurance, like health insurance.
Fuck
Yeah,
them.
you still sell insurance to hospitals.
No, I mean, I feel like Medicare, in my opinion, I think there should be options. I think
Yes.
there should be a universal healthcare option that is available to everybody.
Yes.
If you want to pay private insurance companies to have better coverage and like access to the better, I feel like better doctors should be accessible to everybody, but like you want to have that like extra security, because one of the downsides of having universal healthcare is, like in Canada, for example, wait times. If you want to pay extra and you have access to, and you want to have access
Fast
to
pass.
yeah. Go ahead. So I don't think insurance people would lose their jobs. I just think Medicare for all should be an option for people that don't
they'll
have
lose
it.
their jobs. But they just need to move into something else. They need to just find something
There's
else.
so much other insurance for everything else, dude. House, home, which is the same thing.
And to be honest, like people's health is far more important than jobs that they can
No.
easily,
I there's just considerations when you do this shit. It's one of those things where it's just like there is a lot of old industries that really have a stranglehold on like us advancing because people want to keep their jobs. And what ends up happening is that these people are like, we're going to lobby, we're going to do whatever the fuck we can because we want to keep our jobs. Like, and we want to keep everyone employed.
If those people lose their jobs and the entire United States has access to universal health care, I don't care.
No, I get that.
You know what I mean? I would rather less people die
100%.
than them have that job.
But I'm not talking to everyone who agrees with us. I'm talking to people who work at these companies. Like, this is my like thing. It's like this happens all the time with a lot of industries where the industries do shift and change, and the government should have some social safety nets for those people. Like, hey, we're going to give you universal health care. The people who are working here, we're going to figure out what we can do with them so they're not just like completely out of the fucking job, but they can transition to something else. The government needs to be doing both.
Plus,
they can't just disrupt the system and then be like, eat shit.
Signing up for insurance is hard.
It is. It's very hard.
That shit is complicated.
And if you don't, I fucking hate that if you don't make it by the first of the year or whatever, you can't get insurance and you have to get Cobra, and it's like, what the fuck?
Bro, yeah, like, so they're still gonna have fucking jobs because you think like signing up for like that insurance is not gonna be. It's not gonna be like a thing. Oh, everybody automatically has it. Unfortunately, people are gonna have to apply and all that bullshit. Get the.
It depends on what system they adopt. Depends if they adopt like a Canadian system or British system.
Turning 26 was the worst thing of my life. Getting kicked off my mom's insurance.
Oh, okay. Isn't it 27 now?
No,
26.
26. Shout out to Obama. That's one good thing he did.
Really smart that he did that. Although, all the bad stuff that he did, like make everyone just get private insurance when he could have done universal health care at the time.
I wish they like kept it like you don't have to get your own insurance until you're like married or some shit. Or like until your parent, like if my mom said she wouldn't have cared to keep me on her insurance. If this bitch doesn't care, why do you?
Because basically they can get you to pay more. That's it. That's literally what it is.
There should be no age restriction.
I know, but they're just trying to get you to pay more.
So stupid, but yeah.
More subscription service. It's healthcare is just a subscription service. That's what people don't really realize. You're paying a subscription service to healthcare.
Yeah.
It's like Netflix, but for your fucking bones and brain.
I wish you could like roll over funds that you didn't really use in your insurance.
Yeah, I didn't use these. I didn't watch this much Netflix this month. I'm gonna roll that over to next month.
Bro, I know, it's just so much goddamn money.
It's a lot.
And then like
$500 a month.
Dude, there's a point in my mom's life where like her insurance lapsed between jobs. Her and my sister got the sickest they've ever fucking been. And she had to pay out of pocket for the doctor visits and like the antibiotics and all the testing. Yeah. And that shit, like my mom thankfully she was well off enough to pay it. Some people don't have access to do that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
We're at an hour 18. Do you guys want to jump into the Patreon for all the patrons that have been supporting us?
Thank you, patrons, so much.
Hababies.
Little hababies for supporting us during our time off. It significantly helped us out. We actually got a new camera.
It's not all we got.
Oh, we also we redid this. We didn't even mention that we redid the set.
Yeah, we redid the set.
It's beautiful. It's Capri was like, oh, I don't want to sit on the ground anymore.
I really didn't want to sit on the ground anymore. I kind of feel good right now.
Yeah, he wanted to cross his legs like that.
No, but thank you guys, patrons, for supporting us. I know that we've been gone and everyone's probably like, where the hell have you guys been? But we're back.
We're back.
We'll be back every week. We're just going to have fun and try to keep this podcast, just us hanging out and talking shit and shooting the shit, and we'll have some guests on and stuff. But yeah, man, we really missed you guys. I missed doing this. This was fun. For the people who are gonna be behind the paywall, hi, we'll see you guys on the Patreon episode.
Yep.
But dude, honestly, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you guys so much for the Patreon.
What emoji should we have them comment? The slay the nails.
Slay with the nails.
Slay. We're back.
Oh, if you made it to the end, say you made it to the end and comment that emoji so we know you made it to the end.
Yep.
What else?
How do you feel being back?
Don't talk to me like that.
Talk to you like what, bitch? You want me to be fucking rude?
Do I want you to be rude?
Because clearly you want me to.
I don't want you to be anything than yourself. Yeah, thank you so much because your funds helped us, redecorate the set. Helped us get another camera, which we needed because we don't have a producer right now. And it is just me.
Raff is a one-man show.
It is just me.
And yeah.
So we needed that other camera because obviously we needed it because one of the cameras did just cut out. Yes. And so, yeah. But it helped us out a lot. It allowed Fro to live for another month.
Yes.
And it allowed us to kind of clear up some debt that we had with people who were working on this pod.
Yep.
So it really does help out. And we hope you guys continue to support. And if you guys, that's it, really.
We can't make this podcast without the patrons. Obviously, we've been absolutely just bodied by the internet. So welcome the fuck back in.
Yep.
And we're going to have fun. It's going to be, so if you guys are new to this podcast, it's mainly like social commentary. It's mainly just talking about culture, talking about shit that's going on, breaking news, and just having fun.
Also, the Patreon, I know we've been posting clips. We usually post full-length episodes. So we're back with that.
Yeah, you'll get a full-length episode.
Yeah, I guess we should talk about what we do on Patreon for those who don't really know.
Yeah.
When we took a break, on everything. We've been posting clips on Patreon because you guys you paid us. We want to make sure you guys have stuff to watch, especially stuff for you guys, especially if you didn't want to go through every single episode. We have stuff that you guys can kind of watch to kind of catch yourself up. But now that we're kind of back in full swing, we'll really be kind of sticking to the tiers and what the tiers actually advertise that they're going to be getting. And we hope you guys just continue to support. We do, after every episode, we do record an extra 30 minutes to an hour of bonus content that we talk and do other stuff. So that's what you guys will be getting on Patreon if you guys haven't.
So this Patreon episode, we're going to talk about what we're doing after.
Well, we know what we're doing after this, but you guys don't know, and that's what we'll be talking about.
Yeah, and I've got.
We'll also be going through some of the, some of the Twitter, that new meme that's going around, like the worst takes or whatever.
I love that. The
Have
most
you seen this
unpopular
meme?
opinions.
No, I'm done.
All right, cool. We'll go through some of those as well. And we'll actually do it. And that's because I'm saying we're going to do it, not Capri. I know when Capri says we're going to do something on Patreon, we usually don't get to it. But we're going to do it because I'm saying it.
We're in.
But that's it. And as always...
That's so rude.
Is that what we do?
We end the episode at the time we ended up.
What fucking language
That's
was
it.
that?
We'll see you on the Patreon.
Bye, guys.
Fire, gravity.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, see, I know it.
Yeah.
And I've never seen Wicked since I seen Wicked.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I only saw Wicked once.
Yeah.
And that shit reminded me of Wicked for a long time. I was like, I fly, the fire, gravity, I got